team.
Oh, we're recording.
Everyone's going to die this session.
I mean,
you tried your hardest last time.
So, yeah, important recap because 2 players were not here for the last session. So, out of the 3 who were, who would like to explain the shenanigans and the current situation?
No shenanigans.
Yeah, there's no shenanigans. It's all
No,
just, you
no.
know, cool. Casual stuff going on.
Cool.
Yeah.
That's pretty shenanigan-y, to be honest.
Yeah, so on the map here, after escaping the Hydra, we ended in this bunch of islands. And one of the islands, we saw that there's something going on there. Some people, signs of life.
Can I just say first
and,
that also there's the people on the boat have no idea what year it is.
Is
Well,
that relevant?
he doesn't know. I think in universe the others do. It's just us as players we didn't know.
Sorry, Matthew, go on.
Yeah. So yeah, we saw this island, and the guy that just came out of the box, our new friend, Aether. We all decided, let's go check out that island because it kind of looks interesting and it might be fun and something to do while our other 2 crewmates who were unconscious from the last fight rest up. As it was quite convenient that your 2 characters were the 2 characters that were knocked out against the Hydra.
Ah,
So yeah, scouting this island. I don't know if you want to put the map up, Rick, for us. We noticed there were 2 ships on the shore. One looked damaged and had writing on it saying that it was the All Trades, the one on the right here. So we were a little bit, what's this All Trades? We're on the All Trades. Let's go and have a look. And then as we got closer, Iggy recognized these hooded figures as the cultists that he killed previously while we were at Mellifera's Light the night before we left. And decided he's going to play with them a little bit. So wearing the mask and robes of the cultists that he stole from the previous ones, he flew in pretending to be one. And essentially, he got these 3 here at the front that have crosses on. He got them to kill themselves, as he convinced them that doing so was the will of what's her name. Oh yeah, there was a whole thing where Booque spied on them all with a magic spell that allowed us listening to the kind of sermon that was going on that Rick did a really good performance of.
Out of 4-hour performance. It was
Sign me up.
Yeah.
My robes.
What was the old god called?
Ka'ath.
That's
Ka'ath.
there it is.
Ka'ath.
Yes, Ka'ath. You know, it's one of those
like Ka'ath E.
That's what I
No.
said.
Yeah.
Rick was like, no. But maybe
His face.
no.
Check for lies.
Wasn't there a
Yeah.
tidbit like Kath is the daughter of the trickster or offspring of the trickster? Or
Oh
something
yeah,
like that?
so from the books that I found previously, we were given out, we know that Ka'ath is a daughter of one of the old gods, and from their sermon, they've been locked away, and they're trying to bring her back to cause chaos in the world. As the old, there's a true god. The current gods are just nothing compared to this old god who is good at everything. I don't know. I can't really remember. It's been a week, and I didn't make notes on the.
You're doing very well.
Oh yeah, I'm terrible at making notes. I get so like into playing that I get to the end of the session and go, oh shit. I didn't take any notes.
I always
So
forget that
it's,
Rick sends out quite a thorough resume as well, and then look at my own
He does.
notes, and I'm like,
Yeah,
why didn't I just read the
cheating.
Rick notes? Well, yeah.
So the
yeah. One time, do the recap and just read out what Rick posted.
I have done that.
There was some looting, some searching. I think Book found a suit of armor and a flask or something.
So
Yeah.
while
So in
Iggy
terms
was
of-
distracting,
in terms of
Sorry?
the kind of the bits that everyone would know from Book's reading of the pages that were stolen first time round, just because this is some information that Book would have shared or did share, is that Madame Lou and Kaath seem to be the same person, and they were brought about by they're essentially a child of a lord, a lady with capital L's, and the last of the great old gods that were kind of reigning terror in the old days when Athelion was awoken to try and fight them. And it was this trickster, which some players might know as Forge or Mephistopheles from the last campaign, who brought about this kind of foul beast. And it got locked away somehow, and is prophesized to return, and they're very happy about this. But please continue with the recap.
yeah. So while this is all going on, Book disguised themselves as one of the cultists and is kind of searching around, trying to loot stuff. And Aether and Oliver Deathaxe attempted to board the other boat to the left. After some tomfoolery of people falling out the boat and realizing they can just quick step onto the boat, they I don't. Did you do anything until after
Yeah.
you started raising Derek? So,
I messaged. So you were already. Aether saw you messaging some of the other cultists to try and get in their heads, and then Aether did the same to the Derek manning the ballista. On the. Oh no! Yeah, one of the cultists wouldn't succumb to
they
killing
didn't want to
themselves
sacrifice
and
themselves.
and ran
Yeah.
off crazily into the other ship, and then I messaged Derek, who was with the ballista, to basically shoot him, and then
Sorry,
Derek
Dennis.
Dennis. I'm so sorry, Dennis. And he basically was like, "Kath is talking to me," and realised that he was like, he was the chosen one because Kath was speaking directly to him without having to touch this idol statue that they have at the base of the cliff or the cave. And then using levitate raised him into the air, and he kind of saw himself as this kind of prophet / avatar of Kath, and we kind of played into that. Yeah, Cathatar, nice.
Yeah.
And then we played into that narrative to manipulate them even further.
Yeah. However, it's kind of backfired on Iggy as after convincing the group that this new guy, Dennis, who isn't the sharpest tool in the shed, he's a little bit dim, convincing him that he should be their new leader, and he decided to take a page out of Iggy's book and tell people to sacrifice themselves, including Iggy. And that's how we ended last session. Also, while that was going on, Oliver Deathaxe took some soap and said he's going to kill him some goblins because he believes that these guys are goblins because there's goblin magic going on.
Yeah.
And don't
also
forget,
then
it was suggested to him that they might be goblins. Let's not leave that.
Yeah. Before we started, Iggy said to him about there's potential goblins here. We're going to check that that there aren't any. And then he's gone, "Ooh, that's goblin magic, that is," and said he's going to go kill them. And I don't know where Edge and Roger currently are. I don't know if they're
Asleep.
coming to join us or
Well, we
going to row over and about.
we shall find out. So meanwhile, while this was happening, I think I'm right in saying that Booque was using disguise self. Basically, while this massive distraction was going on, was kind of just looting crates and seeing what she could find. And she found a couple of things, but she found one thing that, well, she found the box for something, which seemed interesting, but didn't find the thing itself.
Cauldron of
Cauldron of Reincarnation?
Rebirth.
Rebirth.
Oh, the box of it she found.
I have a technical question.
Mm.
When I last played, I was doing the saving throw thingies. So on my hit points thing, I've got some ticks in different boxes, which I won't say out loud if I'm not allowed to. But then I've got the option to restore full
Mhm.
HP or restore 1 HP, and I don't really know what I need to do.
So just hit long rest, and that should clear everything and regain everything.
You might hit stabilize first if it says stabilize.
So while this has been happening, on the way over, everyone has had a long rest. You guys had an extra few hours unconscious, with Roger going below decks to do what it is that moody teens do below decks, and Edge, not sure what Edge was doing, but through the course of these events, the messages were also passed and received from the old trades. So you are now fully aware of the apparent uprising and unrest that's happening around the region of the Hammer. You are aware of the increased gang activity around what used to be a quiet, sleepy little town of Barrowcross, but is now the drugs capital of the country, if not the continent. But Edge in particular has also been told that the All Trades has become a bit too famous and people are on the lookout for it. And while the Sisterhood of the Sword have made efforts to try and use disinformation and put people off the scent, that's not really their bag in the same way as it is for the likes of the Consortium. So they will have limited success in that. And Edge has been essentially commanded via the top rank of the Sisterhood of the Sword, the Bastard Sword, to kill on sight Lord Carcer or Primal Saturday if you see them. So as the party have rowed ashore, there is the option for whether Roger and Edge want to have noticed that they've gone and go and join them and turn up at this point, or if there's things that you want to be getting on with on the ship, or maybe like specific
I think Roger,
downtime activity that's
Roger's
specific
having
to you.
FOMO, so he would like to join in with everybody else because he's 16 and FOMO's a thing.
I'm 28. I have FOMO.
I'm 49
Yeah,
and
fine.
I'm
Fine. I think Edge would see that as a thing of his duty to come along and help and see what's going on. He wouldn't have missed out on it had he not been passed out somewhere. So,
Okay, let me just put you on the map so that you're there. Boop.
much as it sounds fun to have a little off day, just wandering around the ship.
Well, I mean, if there's specific things on the ship that you want to pay focus or attention to develop, this would be a good opportunity.
I mean, the Periton is of interest to him. Question: did Iggy take Edge's short bow?
Yes.
So he no longer has that. Edge is toying with the idea of trying to migrate to using the harpoon that he initially
Oh.
picked up as a weapon, with a kind of not quite sure how that would work in game. Is harpoon an in-game weapon, or do we have to sort of retcon some details to it?
No, it can be.
Didn't I have a harpoon before? No, I
No,
didn't.
you
I
had
had
a trident.
a trident.
Thinking with the idea that it's something you throw. Potentially, it's either got a bit of rope on it that you could kind of try and do that with, or it could get lost, and he's got to try and get it back, so it's a one-use sort of thing. But we don't have to try and figure that out now. So he'd have been potentially doing some stuff like preparing his harpoon and trying to make it look more like a reasonable weapon
Okay.
than the bit of garbage he found in the bin. And keen to know on the progress of the Periton, but obviously not much time has passed.
So yes, you can absolutely be. So if you spend your time training with the harpoon and developing that, I will absolutely let you have harpoon as a weapon that you are proficient in, with the qualities of being able to throw it, have it be attached to a rope, so you're not losing it when you throw it, but also, if you do well, you can literally harpoon stuff.
Sweet.
That is absolutely appropriate. And in terms of your Periton, are you just looking after it, or are you experimenting with it?
Edge still sees it as a kind of pet, I think, at this stage, right? It's not got markedly bigger at this point. He did get the book, didn't he?
Your book does have information on how to
How to train your Periton.
There was the two books, wasn't there? There was How to Train a Periton, there was How to Make Things Grow Faster Than Probably You Should. And he didn't want that one, he wanted the How to Train the Periton. So I think he would have been trying to teach it tricks and things, but he's still seeing it sort of as a pet, and I think probably his lack of experience in animal handling would mean that he wouldn't necessarily be maybe taking the best route forward. It'd be more like, hey, look, everybody, it can roll over, sort of thing.
Gotcha.
Cute.
Is it like you look at it and you go, oh, I don't think you can hold my weight yet. It's still only a pet. I can't fly.
Kind of. I mean, that'll definitely be one of the things. Yeah, basically, I'll be trying to sit on it at some point. But when it's sufficiently bigger, but it's more like sort of holding a bit of meat up for it to do some things and trying to get it to fly and that kind of thing.
Can I ask a question about the people that don't have crosses on them on the beach?
Yes, the alive
So
ones.
were they listening to the sermon and they're just all spread out, or have they turned up since the people have been convinced to kill themselves?
So
What's the general feel on the beach?
So when the party showed up, the leader over here was giving a grand sermon to all of the gathered cultists, and they were all listening intently and really quite keen. And he was giving this in front of a very large stone statue of an old crone sitting over like a bowl with skulls on. There's some kind of like device or item in her lap, but all around her are tentacles that seem to be coming out of her. And giving this sermon, this is when there was so everyone was facing the leader, giving them their attention. Then Iggy showed up and basically convinced everyone that he was a high-ranking member of this cult, and then managed to subsequently convince everyone that Dennis, who was hearing voices and then started to levitate, was essentially the messiah of this cult. And so this is where we rejoin proceedings. Roger will say that you have just arrived on the beach up here, and Dennis has been saying, yeah, you know what, I am the chosen one, and I need to start behaving like a leader. And he's taking his cues from the most recent act of leadership that he's seen, and he gestures to all those around him, the four around him, which includes Iggy. You guys should all kill yourselves in honor of Kath.
That sounds like a great idea. As Iggy draws his sword, and as all the others kill themselves, he stabs Dennis.
Okay. So.
Poor Dennis.
So first of all, we will do the same check that we did last time to see if these cultists actually decide it's a good idea. So we've got 2 cultists and a scale shield. So we will do.
Should be a disadvantage, right? Because of what they've just seen in front of them. This Messiah who was flying. It's like they're second guessing themselves.
We'll see. We'll see.
He might be telling the truth.
So wisdom save. Okay. And the other 2 wisdom save.
Oof.
Okay, and Dennis is going to give his charisma, which will be
Obviously a +10. Wait, if he's doing a charisma
He's
check,
got the riz.
It's pretty good.
Way to go,
I mean,
Dennis. Wow.
I don't need it, but I was gonna do the thingy cantrip.
You're going to inspire him.
Guidance, but he's got a 16 there. That's fine.
He's got some riz going on.
So, fuck. Okay, so these 3, you've managed to take out a lot of this group without using any weapons. So that one,
Fighting with words.
that one, and that one go down.
There's Iggy as he draws his sword.
He draws his sword
Yeah.
and makes for Dennis, the Messiah. And I think, for that we need to roll some initiative.
Oh.
So let's do initiative. Dennis.
Where's this button?
How can you roll a 0?
It should be 11. If you hit details, it says he rolled 11.
Oh,
But
how
then
does
it
what?
totaled it as 0.
That's
don't know.
interesting.
It should be some weird NPC bug.
Yeah,
Yeah,
that's
mine's
odd.
actually 20, not 7.
So
I
that
can't
one,
see me.
Cultist.
Yours
Shit.
is the first one. You got 21.
Oh, tits.
Yeah. You're paratoning. You said you were going to check on your paraton.
And train.
Oh, am I
with
doing that
your-
off?
Train.
Oh,
with
am
your
I?
thing.
Oh, fine. Sweet.
Initiative.
I'm the best.
Oh, he's no longer the leader. Dennis is the leader, right?
Dennis is the Messiah. The leader's
Oh,
still the
okay.
leader. And let's not forget. I can't believe I nearly forgot him. Where's his character sheet?
Death Axe.
I'd like to do this, please. And I'd like to swap with Bookworm, please. Who's AFK at the moment, so I'm sure he's willing.
Bear with me. There we go.
It's initiative.
Forgotten how
being
cool Bookworm is
initiative.
as a name.
Oh, you actually completely swap rather than just
You
temporarily.
can swap your
Okay.
initiative with the initiative of one willing ally in the same combat. Can't make this swap if you. Interesting.
Willing ally is liberal.
I
You
read
should
some
have swapped with
things.
Iggy. Iggy would really like that.
Oh,
He
go on
rolled a
then. Yeah,
6.
let's swap with Iggy. Yeah, let's go. Let's do that.
Okay, so Iggy has 20, and Roger has 6.
No, 6 and 19, wasn't it? Yeah, Roger rolled 19.
Yeah, I was on 19.
Oh, you're on 19. Okay, super. 19. There it is.
May I just ask another technical question, please?
Of course.
After I have a long rest, I gain heroic inspiration. How do I flag that? Do I just press inspiration on my character sheet? Or do I just say I've got heroic inspiration?
Just say
So
you've
her
got it.
inspiration was separate, yeah.
Yeah, and just kind of if there's a thing on there to tick it off, but otherwise just remember it. And I'll call you up on it if you try and use it more than once. So, has everyone...
That sounds massively OP.
Yeah, it does, doesn't it?
Yeah, it's a
It
human
does.
thing now.
It's a human thing. You know, she tried being a human, you know. Get it, bruv?
So Iggy has drawn his sword and hasn't dutifully committed suicide. And this has led to a kill him! Apostate! Kill him!
So did my attack go in before he said that? Because the attacking him would have been the initiation of combat.
Ah, did you make your attack roll?
Yeah, before we rolled initiative, I hit the attack roll.
Let's see.
So I don't know if would that, because obviously me drawing the sword, it wouldn't be suspicious until I stabbed him instead of me.
Okay.
Right?
So.
Or would it count as a surprise attack?
I'm gonna say. You know what? I'm gonna. Yeah, okay, yeah, why not? So 20, yeah, that hits. And roll your damage. 7 slashing damage. You're still alive. Ow! A chosen one? What? Not nice. And the cult leader, as a bonus action, is going to summon a spiritual weapon. And he can summon that, I believe, within... I think it's within 30 feet. Is it on... No, that's the map. Is it on GM? So he will put it... tokens. So he's going to send his spiritual weapon over there as bonus action. And he will... move over here. And that's the cultists go. These two cultists... I put them on a nice defensive bit there, but that's annoying. They are going to both dash over here. This cultist is going to dash there. This one is going to stay up here. And it is Iggy's turn.
Okay. Iggy will say, well, enough with that charade. 6 without even drawing my sword. Personal best, to be honest. And would attack him with my longsword again.
And that's a
miss, I assume.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, God, I want to do something else. Okay, extra attack.
20 will hit.
Oh, wait, what was... Hold on, what was sap again? A creature has disadvantage on next attack roll. Sure, he's sapped as well. For another 7 damage. Is Dennis still alive?
With that slice, you just hear a, but I've never been anything before. This is my moment. And he collapses. Aether, is he still hovering at this point as he falls dead? Is he just
He was.
hanging in
We
the air?
We did lower him slightly to the ground, but I think he was still off the ground.
Okay, so his dead body
So,
is just kind of floating awkwardly in the
yeah.
air. And he is dead. And this...
Like about the animated body in CS.
He is... This has inspired a furious hatred amongst the remaining cultists. Is there anything else that Iggy is doing?
Yeah. Just checking what my bonus actions are. Don't think there's much I have. No, so he's just gonna shout out to the rest of the cultists. Time to kill the rest of you. You're all gonna die. And he will come as his bonus action, command Eggy to fly over to the leader.
Okay.
Hold on. How far can I go again? Sorry, Direct companion. I think it's 40 feet.
Sounds right.
So we'll fly over to there on our way to the leader.
Okay. So Oliver was hidden at this point as he snuck away from Aether, having snorted quite a sizable chunk of soap. But he reveals himself through screaming at the top of his lungs, "Goblins! I hate goblins!" And he will dash, brandishing his ginormous axe, heading straight for this cultist here. And that is everything he can do for the time being. Dennis is dead. Booque, what are you up to?
So Book's still in disguise. After taking those bits and bobs from the from the locker, that locker, I think Book's just going to Book's going to slink over this way. And cast Mage Armor on myself.
Gotcha. Is that everything you're doing?
I think that's everything I can do. Yeah.
If it's going to. What can I see? What can I see? I'd like to attack the head cultist. I think I'm going to try. Yeah, why not? Let's go for a bit of that. So I'm going to do Sorcerer's Burst at the head cultist. 8.
You need to make your. Is that your to hit?
Yeah, that's the hit.
Oh, yeah. No, doesn't hit, I'm afraid.
Damn it. Okay, I'm going to do something. I'm going to use Quicken Spell to cast another spell as a bonus action using 2 sorcery points. And I'm going to do it again.
17 will do it.
Sweet. I've got to choose the.
Damage type.
Let's go with Psychic.
Okay, awesome. Do your damage.
Nice.
Damage.
So I 2d8. So it was a 4.
7 and a 1.
7 and 1. All right, yeah. So I didn't roll an 8. That's fine. Where does it show the 7 and 1?
Have you
use
hit
mouse over.
details and hover over the 8?
Yeah, gotcha.
And, he clutches his
And then
head
I'm
and
gonna
just-
skulk behind this box.
Perfect. He clutches his head. And he goes, "No, do not try and shake my faith." Is that everything that Aether's doing?
I think for now, yes.
Okay.
Aether's happy.
Roger, you're watching all of this from the shore.
Yeah, so I would like to get to the boat that Aether's on, because I think, well, I'm hoping that that bow on the front of it is usable. So can I dash 60 feet? My normal speed is 30, so I can use a cunning action, can't I, to dash? Is that right?
If you,
Yeah.
yeah, absolutely. So what you can do?
I'm assuming your
is you can...
camera's frozen and you haven't fallen asleep.
Oh, stupid bloody thing! Hold on. Still here.
So you can move, dash, and then use your cunning action to dash again.
Oh, okay, cool.
Yeah.
Do I need to use any particular distance to go upwards? I assume I have to climb to get on this boat.
So you've got to make a successful athletics check to climb up, but you can cover it in distance. If you beats a 10, you're a rogue. Yeah, you can make it up.
Hey.
So
I'm gonna put myself here. I think that's fair.
And I think that's everything that you can do because that's used your move action bonus. Okay, Cultist
Roger out.
is going to move his spiritual weapon up to strike Iggy, and is going to do. Gonna hit you for 19.
Hits.
Doing 5 force damage.
Okay.
And he is going to also try to... He's going to just leap. He's going to try and scramble down here. So difficult terrain. He will do a dex save to see if he falls down. Say DC... Let's say DC 13. And he falls prone, which is annoying. And the cultists, these two are going to continue their dash. 60, one will be next to him. And this one is going to, he's going to leap down. He's going to try and not fall. He does fall because he was dashing. Used half his movement to get up, and he moves that far. And they can't do anything. This cultist is going to foolishly try and attack Oliver. And he is going to hit him and do 6 damage, and Oliver is just going to laugh maniacally, and you'll hear him yell, "Just what I'd expect from a goblin." Now anyone else at this distance, it would be very, very clear this is a human. There is no doubting this is a human, but you hear Death Axe is fairly convinced that this is a goblin. And he is raising his axe with a massive grin. Iggy, we are back round to you.
All right. I am going to attack the leader who is prone, so I have advantage. Is that right?
Oh,
So,
actually,
25?
No, you don't have advantage when you're shooting an arrow at someone who's prone, because that's good for them. But you do hit nevertheless.
Okay. So damage on that is a 6. And then extra attack.
Oh,
It's 22 hit
yep,
for another 8. So that's 14 total.
yep.
Then is he still alive?
He is still alive.
Okay. Then I am going to do a bonus action to command my dragon to fly over to him. And I believe he can. Can he breathe fire? I think he can attack something. I'm just reading the thing. Oh, it's just bite. There's an extra 1d6 damage. Okay, yeah, it's going to fly over and tell my dragon to attack him with a bite.
Cool.
Did you put? No, he
I
doesn't
didn't
have
put
a
stats
character
on him. No,
sheet.
sorry.
No, that's fine. So it would be melee weapon attack +3 plus PB.
Proficiency
I don't know
bonus.
what PB is. Proficiency bonus. Okay, so D20 +3 plus. I don't know, what would his proficiency be?
What level is the Drake?
Don't know. Third level Drake will feature. I assume it's like this. Doesn't say what level the Drake is.
Let's split the difference and say 2. So D20 plus 5.
2. D20 plus 5. Okay. Not D220, D20. And misses.
He's going to miss. Okay. So Oliver, or rather Death Axe, is going to slash with his Great Axe. Yeah, 18 hits. And this cultist, he slashes, and he does the movie thing of there's nothing that happens at all, and then the top half of his body just slides off the bottom of his body. But this being Death Axe, he then does the same, and he's just mashing it up. He just keeps going. With there being no other cultists around within range of him. Do I say within range of him? How far away are you? You're just out of reach. So he does that, and then we'll start running over here. Dennis is dead. Booque.
Booque's going to just carry on over here, I think. Probably sprinting over here.
Okay. So from there, you get a good look at this statue, and you can see that in the lap of this statue there is an ornate-looking scroll that's in a case with a large emerald-looking gem on the front of it. So this looks more ornate than the usual spell scroll that you've seen. This looks quite important.
It's got perks all over it.
Aether.
Right. I think this is gonna piss Ratsgrub off. Sorry, Mandy.
No. You're a grown up. I'm not. You can play with the toy.
You do have a great
This is-
box next to you too, a crate.
What's that?
You have a great big crate next to you as well.
Nah. Well, how heavy is the crate?
Depends what's in it.
Does depend what's in it. What are you trying to do? Are you trying to? Oh fuck! You can do the. Ah, right. Okay. Let me see what's in this crate.
You levitating things, then dropping them on people.
Oh, it's worse than
No.
just
Well,
dropping.
the worst. It's way
Oh,
worse.
is it catapult? Catapult.
Yep.
Oh, right.
Yep.
So that's 2.2 times that. So it's 200. Yeah. So this weighs about 240 pounds.
Okay, that's a bit
Not
heavier
small.
than we're like. What I'm gonna do? I'm gonna move 10 foot there just to be able to see
Mhm.
the harpoon or the
Ballista.
large arrow, the ballistic
Oh,
arrow,
right.
and I'm going to try to. I'm going to hurl that at the cultist leader.
Okay. I reckon you choose. Okay. So, I'm going to make a dexterity saving throw for the cultist leader. If it fails, you hit the cultist leader.
Okay.
If I crit, you pierce one of either Iggy or Eggy.
Oh.
So it's
Okay.
not likely, but dexterity saving throw. Make sure I've got whisper off public. So dexterity saving throw. 12.
Oh.
So you
Okay.
hit him. Spell save DC is 14.
Does 14 bludgeoning damage?
14. Let's see. Plus 14.
Does that change because would it change to piercing?
That would
Because
change
he's using
to
a
piercing because it's an arrow that you're pointing at him.
yeah.
So 36 altogether. He is still up, but
Oh
that
wow.
has kind of it's done a thing where it's kind of hit his armor, but like it's broken ribs, and this guy's not happy about it. I hate that spell.
Ace will use his remaining movement to kind of go over and just kind of pat Grab on the shoulder and just say, "Sorry, buddy. We'll find you another one."
Well, luckily for Roger, there are a couple lying about. But if Roger wants to do something else, very welcome to.
Roger's going to give Aether some serious side eye. And is going to reload the spiky catapult thing.
Okay.
Because why not? Let's put the spiky catapult thing in the hands of a teenager.
Yep. And who are you aiming this at?
I'm aiming it for the two people down here. If I can ding it down here on the bottom left.
Okay.
So I'm going to rotate it a bit.
Much
What's the
better.
range? Just out of interest.
Yeah, you can hit them. You can hit them.
Yeah. Okay. What do I need to roll to make that a thing?
Let's see. You've got this is your aim. This is getting your eye in. So I'm gonna say. So I mean, tell me how would, and I do need to formalize some rules around aiming because this is like the 6th time it's come up now. What would Roger be mostly using in order to get this shot off? Would it be trying to like properly look for movement and kind of do a perception style, finding what's out there? Would he be kind of zoning everything else out and trying to kind of go into that kind of focused sniper mode in video games and doing something more like a concentration type role? Or would Roger just be kind of hoping to luck and, you know, invoking the gods to aim for him? How would Roger be going about doing this?
Well, with his cockiness of being 16-year-old and knowing that no matter what he does, it's going to be awesome. He's going to lick a finger, hold it in the air, check which way the wind's blowing, and completely ignore which way the wind's blowing. He's going to swing this around, nearly take Aether out as he realises he's gone slightly too far, goes back and lines it up again. And he is aiming for the guy at the back of the two, so the furthest one away, by bending down and squinting slightly to make sure that he doesn't miss.
Bending down, squinting slightly. Okay, so
Yeah.
let's give me a. So
It's like a squat, kind of like, you know. Like, I mean, if I could move without my webcam dying.
Stealth archer. If you give me when I ask you to do this check, if you get above, what is it? If you get above a 12, you hit him. If you get above an 18, you hit them both. Make me your perception check.
Oh,
That's a 10.
Damn it.
And so you
Hang on, I've got heroic inspiration. Does that mean it's a 12?
You do have heroic inspiration. Now remind me of the rules, because I remember the rules being. Do the rules say that you get to take advantage on that, or do the rules say you get to roll again now?
Please hold.
Reroll any die.
Reroll.
After rolling it, you must use this new roll. Oh, but
Okay.
that's kind of already done. I did say 12 was the armor class, didn't I? So yeah, you hit the back one. And
Awesome.
This guy, what's their HP? What's that guy's HP? Because it's different. And straight through his chest, and it kind of launches him back, and he's kind of just impaled on the ground. The cult leader is not happy about this. He is going to, now that he's right up against Iggy and Eggy, he is going to use his blade to attack Iggy for 15.
15 hits.
For 3 slashing and 6 necrotic. And he's also going to move his spiritual weapon, which will do 23, which will do another 4 damage. Be gone, you non-believers, you heathens, you awful, awful individuals. And the cultist is going to try to. He doesn't have anything to throw, so he's going to try and sprint over. Right down to you guys there. Iggy, what would you like to do?
Iggy is going to cast Bark Skin.
Okay.
So now his AC is 17.
Excellent.
He is. We're just gonna continue wailing on this guy. Also two-handed. And miss, extra attack.
22 will do it. 8.
For 8. And he is also sapped, so to the beginning of his next turn, he has disadvantage on. To the beginning of my next turn, he has disadvantage on attacks.
Were you going for the kill?
Yes, obviously. Do you have to ask?
What does it look like when you kill this local community religious leader.
So as he raises the sword to finish with the finishing blow, he'll just say, "Yeah, I'm a non-believer, and look where believing got you," and just swing it down and just shoulder to hip, just straight through.
Well, as he didn't manage to get to a position where he was down to 1 HP, his calls towards he doesn't get the voice out in time before you kill him, as he tries to reach towards the figure of Madame Lou, and beg for her assistance, and he is dead. And this has rattled the remaining cultists. It is incredibly clear that there is now no more threat. But that is not going to stop Death Axe. You can just let him carry on.
At the end of my turn,
Oh, sorry,
I
please,
would
yeah.
turn around and just kind of just speak to the remaining cultists and say, "If you kill yourselves now, you might still be able to bring honor to your god." And yeah,
You hear cries along the lines of "fuck that," and they are in a bit of a panic. So yeah, they are going to be looking to run away. It is clear that Death Axe is not going to let that happen and is intent on killing them. It is up to you guys to whether you want to stop that happening or whether you think, nope, Death Axe is the embodiment of righteous justice here. Have at it. I will remind Booque, you look like one. So,
But not have noticed everything going on. She's paying attention to the battle at hand. But yeah, as she comes around to the front, looking at the scroll and go, very, very theatrically, she'd come out of disguise, and she'd be looking at the scroll and reaching over and saying, "Oh, Jim, you shouldn't have." And she'd take the scroll with the gem, and she'd put it in her satchel.
Iggy is joining Oliver Death Axe in killing the remaining cultists, flying around on his dragon, shooting them with arrows in the back.
Oh, Iggy.
Okay.
Can Aether message Oliver Death Axe
Mhm.
and just say, "There's goblins in the statue."
Okay.
We're about to break the statue, but
Death Axe goes over to the statue and starts just wailing on it with the pommel of his axe, and it's making a fair bit of damage. You know, bits of this statue, like bits of tentacle, are falling off, and as this is happening, Booque, you kind of feel something from the scroll. It's kind of like it's like a tingly heat, like an energy. Every time this statue takes a hit, you kind of feel a reaction from this scroll.
But do an Arcana check on it.
Absolutely. Okay.
Ooh.
So, as you're checking this scroll, you can tell that it's got writing upon it that looks like a spell scroll. It looks like where normal spell scrolls, you use them and they essentially disintegrate once they're used. This looks like something a bit different. It looks like it's got more longevity than that. In fact, with a 23, I think I might just put this in. No, I'm not going to put it in your journal. No, but you can tell that this, whatever's written on this scroll, the gem on that is giving some kind of extra juice to it, extra power, and it is reacting to this effigy of a godlike figure being attacked.
Is there anything on this table in front that would be likely to draw Booque's attention away from the scroll? Considering she is book mad.
So
any other scroll or magic regalia?
What's on the table is largely papers which look kind of like a roll call, like the names of the various people who have joined up this little group, who I think it's safe to say are now all dead. And it also has what looks like a bit of an inventory, and it talks about the various bits of loot that they've got and stuff that they've sold over time and distributed. You do find details of this. Oh shit! No, don't look at that! Don't look at that! Don't look at that!
Ooh,
Don't look at the words. Don't look at the words. Don't look at the words. That
I closed it so I couldn't read it.
There we go. Now you can look at it.
Okay.
And it talks about the cauldron being in the tent.
Ooh.
Okay.
Looks like that would be amazing for Tom.
Sorry, just point of order. I can see something called Cath armor. Is that right?
Yes.
Yeah.
And it's got some text underneath it, which I'm not looking at. Is that right?
You can now look at the text.
Okay, cool.
So this is something that Booque found while looting around in the chests.
Cool.
Yeah.
Can Aether search the chest on top of the ship, or is everything culminated now in terms of general loot?
So this one here.
Yes.
Cannonballs. As I was looking at my table of what's in there and rolling the thing, yeah, cannonballs.
Can I loot the leader, the cult leader?
The cult leader, yes. So the cult leader or Dennis?
Oh no, the leader. Not
okay.
You made that distinction before.
Yes. So the cult leader has.
Oh, Dennis has the mask though, or the helmet because they did swap earlier on.
So the cult leader has a packed blade. It's a blade that does necrotic damage, and it also has various like trinkets that resemble the idol that you have strapped to your back, but in smaller form. So you've got like a necklace with little like tentacly effigies around it and various jangly things. And he also has basically a list of speech notes. So it gives a bit of an insight as to the kind of things that he's been saying to the cultists.
Okay, then I'm going to go over to Dennis and grab his mask to see if it's better than mine.
Okay. Are you just taking the mask, or are you looting Dennis as well?
I'll loot him.
Okay. So on Dennis's body, you find the mask. It's pretty nice. You also find a little letter in his pocket that it looks like he hasn't got around to sending yet. But the letter says, "Dear Mum, I'm doing so well here at camp. I found a really, really nice bunch of people. You'll be so proud of me. Just a few weeks here, and I think I'll be able to make it on my own and make you proud, and then I can start sending some money back. I know little Timmy's not been well, and I know there's some unpleasantness here, but I'd do anything for my family. I miss you, Mummy. I'll see you soon. Love, Dennis.
You'll toss the letter to the side and see where the money is that he's going to send home.
Piece of shit.
That is all that he has on him, apart from a small sickle.
Yeah.
Can so Booque's gonna walk towards tent to get that thing. Reading the scroll as she does so, like very much distracted and walking.
Well,
With-
which tent is it? Because
You're
there's
reading the
3
scroll.
tents.
Reading the scroll with comprehend languages.
Okay, so as you open up the scroll to read it, you get a feel for what this scroll actually is. And I will put...
Scroll. Are we allowed to read the text of the scroll?
Yes, you are.
Okay.
And as the scroll is read, Iggy, you kind of get a voice in your... It's not a voice in your head, but it's like a feeling that kind of... I need to get in on that.
Okay.
Meanwhile, while you look in that tent, you also find a cauldron of rebirth.
Can we read that?
Yes.
Cool.
So, is there anything that anyone else would like to do on this island before returning to your ship?
Like
Yes,
to have a
please.
look around the all trades. Oh yeah, go on, Mandy.
I'm going to go down to the 5 bodies that are sort of just below the ship, and I'm going to loot the shit out of them because Roger's realised he's just not picking anything up, and his bags, he needs new trinkets and clothes and things. So he's just going to go and have a rummage.
So these lot don't seem to have an awful lot on them. They've basically got their weapons. So one of them has a spiked shield and a morning star. The rest of them have sickles. They have robes which are quite bloodied now, but they have cultists' robes, but it seems like they've got fairly meager belongings. Otherwise,
Is there a longbow anywhere?
So if you spend time looking around, there might be one on the old all trades, if that's being investigated.
Aether is going to investigate it.
So
Okay.
as you kind of
I cast locate object for a longbow.
Yes, there's a longbow, and you know where it is in the hold of this old ship that has holes all over its hull. It looks like it's been here for quite a while. Aether, while you're looking through, it looks like it's been reasonably well picked through. There's the odd old bit of weaponry, like a longbow, but you also find the last surviving cultist who went and hid there, who didn't want to kill himself, and he is just sitting, kind of rocking back and forth in a corner. You feel free. He doesn't seem to have he's not really paying attention to you guys. He's kind of more freaked out about the situation, so you're free to ignore him. and carry on looking. There's other little kind of items that give hint to this ship's lineage. There's a quite ornate captain's hat that is in here.
Aether will 100% grab the ornate captain's hat.
You have an ornate captain's hat of maybe a former Captain Jack.
Nice.
And yeah, this cultist back and forth, and Iggy, you are able to find a longbow quite easily.
Yay! When he goes back to the ship, he'll give Edge his short bow back.
Thanks.
But also, this scroll of divine communing, when it says if the user touches the stone, do you mean this? Oh, is it like the gemstone?
Yes.
Okay. And with their tongue, do you actually mean their actual tongue or using words?
No, their actual tongue.
Okay.
Is the scroll locked to a user, or is it a global cooldown?
It's a 24-hour cooldown.
Yeah.
So the cooldown refers to the scroll rather than the person using it.
Okay.
Cool. Aether will say to the cultist that's in shock, stop fucking around with cults and get a proper job, and give him like a little slap.
I didn't mean to join. I thought it was just like the group. They talked a lot of sense, you know, and apparently there's this big thing coming, and I don't want to piss off a big tentacle lady. There's no jobs going here. It's just the island of shipwrecks, and
Look, think of this as a blessing, all right? Sort yourself out, get off this island, forget about the cult.
A blessing. A blessing. Yes, my lord. Yes. Of course.
Oh, have you said a trigger word?
He's going to walk out the ship and get killed by Oliver Death Axe.
I will get a job. He sheds his robe. He's wearing but a loincloth. I will follow your teachings. Yes, of course. Yours is the way.
As he says that, Iggy will go, "Hey, Aether, I found my longbow," to give the cultist a name.
Nice.
That's how cults begin. Yeah, baby.
And Aether will slap the cultist again. I said, "Look."
Yes, I have sinned. I have sinned. Show me the way, great Aether.
Think for yourself for once, and then slaps him again.
Oh, yes, of course. I must think for myself.
You just walk away. He's walk, just stomp away at this point with his ornate captain's hand.
I think that's a good idea. He's following you.
Okay.
So, is everyone heading back to the ship?
Yes.
Okay.
Yes.
So we now reunite with Edge.
So Edge has been doing some stuff while you've all been busy messing around on the beach. Mm-hmm. He's been training the Periton, practicing with the harpoon. He's been rereading the second message. Question: is he likely to know Barbara Yaga? Is it Nanny or Nunny? Nanny, Granny, Adira, and Dahlia? Is he likely to know who any of those people are?
So you've been around Solskar, so you would definitely know who Barbara Yaga is.
But would I know them as a good, a bad, and in the middle? I guess powerful or well known.
You would know.
So he's trying to work out. Saturday was a bad person. Carter's a bad person. So there's a bad person group over here. There's then these random women who are mentioned, who are clearly powerful. Are they? Do we know they're good or bad?
So you don't. They don't have a clear alignment that you can tell. They appear very neutral. They are very wise, very old. But
They appear neutral, though.
They are not out overtly evil. They are
Okay.
on the alignment chart neutral.
And is Kathy still on the ship at this point?
Yes.
I've lost track of where she is. Okay, cool. Edge would like to ask Kathy about these ladies. Does she know them?
Well,
Are they friends?
those ladies. The thing is, there was maybe a time when they had wisdom and influence beyond the petty dealings of the small folk. But they tend to go a little bit doolally if you leave them for long enough. I would not put much store in what they say.
Ah, so you're the future. You're the future of the powerful ladies.
Don't lump me into the same group as the ladies, please. No.
So you're not as powerful.
That depends on your point of view. Would you consider yourself more powerful than an old lady when you have that harpoon by your side, when you have the might of your sisterhood behind you? It makes you think, what actually is power? Are you
Well, there's the
powerful,
power.
young man?
There's the power to throw the harpoon, but the harpoons can be stopped. There's powers beyond sheer strength and weight and might.
I am but an old woman who knows some spells. Some might call that power. Some might call that being well read.
And then he getting a little bit closer. He's got the harpoon. The Periton's asleep in the bed behind. He's not being threatening, but he's being as threatening as he can possibly be. So whose side are you on? And he just moves the harpoon a little bit closer.
I want to make something very clear to you, boy. I am not on anyone's side. And certainly not on the side of that horrible Carcer. I'm not on the side of your sisterhood. But I am indebted to your party. You released me from that prison, and I would see it as my duty to help you fulfill your quest. Now, I can say that with my hand on my heart. I'll do what I can to help you succeed in fulfilling your quest. Take from that what you will. I'm not sure sides come into it.
Have I any reason to believe she's lying, or that I can tell if she's lying?
Give me an insight check.
Oh, screen, sorry.
You roll like a 35. You have no idea still.
I'm rolling privately here.
Sorry, I had a thing open and I pressed refresh, and it
In fact,
caused the thing to
That's all
bug out. If someone wants to press insight on my character sheet, I think my connection's having problems.
We can't see your character sheet, only you're allowed to see it.
Oh, okay. I can see
Yeah,
everyone else.
I
Is that normal?
Yeah, it's when you joined, Rick didn't give us access to your character sheet. We can open it and it says you don't have access.
Oh, well, that's something else.
I keep getting a message saying that I've lost connection with the server at the top of my map.
That's-
Yeah.
Roll20's being a bit dodgy. I can do your insight for you if
Yeah,
you're
go
okay
on.
with that.
I trust you.
You rolled a 6.
So I've got no idea.
Oh, yeah.
That's fine.
DM's got weighted die.
That's fine. I just dust. Oh no, dust off the harpoon. No, there was nothing behind that.
Yeah. Seems like everything she's saying is true.
Edge would still. So of the ladies that are mentioned in the letter, Barbara Yaga, Nanny, Granny, Adira, and Dahlia, which one is Edge likely to know the most about?
Barbara Yaga.
Okay. Is it possible Edge can send a scroll to Barbara Yaga?
Absolutely.
Okay. It would say, should the book come into my possession, what would you choose as its fate?
Okay.
And it would be signed Edge. And I'm trusting that Raven Mail is capable of doing the things it's supposed to do.
Okay. The message is sent. Excellent.
Thank you.
Is Barbara Yaga
That,
still
just
known
having
to
some
be
grog.
with the Great Blue Chew, or have they
yeah.
parted ways?
I mean,
She's my wife now.
It's been a while, so Chew might not look exactly how Chew used to look.
Who's Chew?
Considering her last partner turned into a brain in a jar. So yeah, who knows? Chew's Mandy's original character, who ended up marrying
barbarian.
Barbara Yaga.
Cool. Okay, right, fab.
With a squirrel companion.
Yep.
Squirrel!
Okay, so on the ship, is there anything anyone else would like to do?
Not until night.
Okay, so let's put you.
Yeah,
I think. Sorry, one final thing. Oh, go on, Ollie.
Yeah, just a quick one. A tuning. Book is going to be a tuning with that cauldron.
Excellent.
Did that cultist follow us back to the ship? Or follow Aether back to the ship?
Oh yeah, he is at your heels.
You got into seven.
When rowing rowing back to the ship,
He's
Aether
holding on
wouldn't
in
have
the
let
water.
him. Right.
While the other, so Edge's grand day out, which he would have seen as like a complete like Saturday off, sort of almost like the musical episode of the series, he would have definitely gone round the whole ship and just been having a look. Is there anything else he's likely to have seen that was a surprise to him? He knows there's a unicorn on board. There's other shit going on. Is there anything else unusual that might be on there? To the point where it would have been strange if perhaps someone was still stowing away on the ship like Aether that we hadn't seen before.
There's a lot more drugs on the ship than you thought that there were. A lot
Drugs?
more. Yeah, there's a lot more soap than you thought that there was. Yeah.
Yeah, Edge is not that fussed about soap, so fine. Just been like, okay, moved on.
We got to be careful. Speaking from experience, traveling with soap, if we come to any authorities, there may be
Goblin.
or goblins. Yeah, we can't give goblins soap because they turn into nilbogs, and the authorities may not like us.
That would be
carrying
one of the first things Edge would have said as people got back on board. It's like, great to see you. You know, all went well. Everyone's alive. Good job. We've got quite a lot of gear on board. Is that? Did we mean to have that? Probably. You know, either get rid or use if Oliver's still there.
At the point of get rid, you just see Oliver just lean up. No.
I mean, consume if you will, but it seems like there's more than enough. Let's say.
Book unaware of. Book will be unaware of. Obviously, you're talking about soap, and she would say, "It's just something to help me focus during my studies."
Okay, but in general, we're happy that this is okay.
Everyone seems pretty happy with the drugs.
Okay.
Why don't we maybe organize the drugs in a place that will be easier to get rid of them if we need to? Let's say, hypothetically, put them all in one big crate that can be jettisoned if it needs to be.
Edge would help with that.
A good plan.
You can
Jettis-
have
What-
drugs.
crate.
Sorry,
full
why are
of
there
all
drugs
of
on the
them.
ship? I think I might have missed this bit. So the ship was
The-
originally a flying ship.
Yeah, but it was goblins had the ship.
Oh, and they just
Remember?
like having a lot of drugs.
Yeah, goblins kind
Oh,
of
okay.
like drugs, and also
Those
Oliver
mages aren't
likes
enthralling
drugs.
themselves.
So it will take. So if we your original course, what your plan was to head towards Draventir. It'll take you. You'll get there, depending on where on Draventir you want to go. You'll get there kind of early hours of the morning, so it'll be nighttime as you're on the way. You have two places marked on the map. You have the Mordholt Docks and Gloom Hollow. Mordholt Docks is much easier to get to and is more welcoming of a ship. Gloom Hollow is a much larger settlement, and yeah, there'll be more going on.
Is that a volcano on the map?
It is.
Is it
And those-
active?
Do we know-
Like, is there smoke coming out of it?
It's smoky.
Okay. Have
Do
we
we
got a
know where the
ring?
retreat is?
Yep, the retreat is all the way up in Athil up here.
I
Are
gotcha.
these legs sticking out of the water? Are they likely to be as dangerous as this thing sticking out of the water over here, or
So
We don't-
this,
is this just the here be dragons kind of?
yeah, it looks a little bit like kind of just idle ink drawing and stuff.
Okay, so
So during the night, before we get to Draventir, Iggy would feel the calling to this scroll, and he would want to use it.
Okay. Excellent. So, as
Can I just point out that Booque's cabin is a tiny hut? It's a ritual she casts every night.
are you saying that you are stopping Iggy from accessing the scroll?
Oh, she stops anyone from coming in.
Okay.
You're taking control of the scroll. You're not letting anyone use it.
It will just be in her possession. She's not really thought about it. Buying, tempted to study it. If Iggy asked, she'd probably get it out and study it with him. She's not one to hand over books or scrolls.
Well, Iggy would ask for the scroll. He says he feels he needs to use it.
Book would say, "Interesting. We can take a read of it if you like." She'll come
Okay.
out of the fucking hut with a scroll and take him over to a table.
Iggy would lick the gem, the stone.
Can he read the scroll?
I just need to look at.
So as soon as Iggy's tongue touches the stone, Iggy, you just see kind of Booque like about to go and just freezes as you hear two voices trying to fight it out in your head. And so you can hear kind of these two voices kind of, and it takes a little while for you to decode them. And these two voices that you hear are one of them saying, "I have seen your good deeds. I've seen the blood that you shed. Join me. Join the mighty Cyric. Work in my name, and I will grant you boons. And then you hear another voice. My child, I need decisive individuals like you. I am from an old order, the Order of the Broken Oath. My time is now to rise again as a god. The puny thing in the hammer will soon be dead. I will replace it. Be my champion. Spread my cause. You'll be not only one of us, you'll be the best of us. And I will grant you eternal life. Make your choice.
It's a top.
Does the second one say who they are? How am I?
You can ask questions, can't you?
I'm the great
So the answer?
Murray.
Murray's easier to remember. I'll go with Murray. So long as I can just keep killing people, I don't care.
You must do
If I can kill people forever, that would be good.
Do it in the name of the Order of the Broken Oath, and you will live forever.
Okay.
And then you're back in the room, and just as Booque is about to go, it's kind of all goes back. So to Booque, you've just seen him touch his tongue to the stone, and then immediately go, and come out of it.
All done now. Thank you, Booque.
I could be like, did you not want to read it?
I did need to read it. I just needed to talk to somebody. I'm done now. Thanks.
Okay. Who did you speak to?
Guy called Murray, and he just walks out the room.
Just as that's happening, Edge comes downstairs to talk to Booque. Hey, Booque, you got a sec?
Of course.
Sees Eggy sort of scurry past.
It just in the back of Buck's mind. Can she do a history check about the name Murray?
So with a 13, it wouldn't be a huge stretch for you to be reminded of some of the things that were written on the map pieces.
Cool.
And you know of the Order of the Broken Oath as used to be quite a famous mercenary group, but then started going quiet and did less.
Iggy never mentioned the Broken Oath. He just said guy called Murray.
But
Unless
yeah, he did play Murray.
Believe, unless I'm wrong,
might be stuff on the map. Oh! Did the map say like Murray is something to do with the Broken Oath?
I was just looking at that.
It says M is of the Broken Oath. When he goes to the hammer, he will seek to be a large god again.
This has been planned. Someone's in charge.
Intricate, convoluted plot threads that span multiple campaigns coming together. Who would have thought it?
Good God.
You what?
In this hive of scummerility. Okay, Edge wants to talk to Booque about books. Say, Booque, you know about books, Booque.
I
He
love
quite
books.
likes the idea that this is a bit funny, but he's going to be trying to hold back on it. But he's obviously massively overplaying. Say we came across a book that was more than a book, an important book. And Booque, you seem like the kind of book aware person who, if they knew a book was the sort of book that a book nerd would want, or maybe a collector of books, or maybe even somebody who shouldn't see what's in the book. Where would you choose to put a book like that? Book.
Iggy would pop his head in the room and say, "Is there a chicken in here?"
Don't say book in there.
How much book?
Is there a
book?
is there a safe place we could store books? I think it's less about the power of the place and more just about the anonymity.
There's fewer places safer than my library.
How big is your library?
How big is Book's room? Okay. Yeah, that's 10 foot by 10 foot, right? So
It just seems like 10 foot of books is not a lot of books. Like,
will be.
What if security by obscurity is are there other things going on with your books book to make them less obviously book?
So Book's room will be piled high with books, and her bed will be a bed of books with some like soft stuff chucked on top, but not really much.
But if someone like a Saturday or a Casa got into your room and started looking through the book,
they won't get into my room.
You're sure
Not
of that?
by night or day.
Okay. Thanks, Book.
Have
a good rest.
Book will say, "Have you ever been into my room?"
No.
You're welcome to try.
All right. No, I take that on. Yeah. Okay. Okay. But I'm security testing the room rather than flirting with Book. So what do I just try and barge in? I'll barge into the room.
You can try and barge into the room.
Are you saying you'll cast Tiny Hut all the time?
Whenever
the spell ends if you leave or cast it again.
I didn't think it left. It's ended when you left.
The last line.
Is that the same?
The last line of the book.
The
best line of the book.
Oh. No, there's a safe room, isn't there? Spell. I think I've been referring to the wrong bloody thing. Safe place? Safe haven.
Have I managed to get into your room or not? That's the question.
Okay, I've grabbed the wrong spell.
Yes. And Book is surprised about it.
Yeah.
Okay. So Edge is prepared to just disregard that entire conversation, but like, cool, I'll definitely consider you should I get a book like that book.
No, I might be swapping out a spell when I do a long rest.
So, as you're underway, are you headed towards the Mordholt docks or Gloom Hollow?
I think Edge had thought they were going to Gloom Hollow, but would take a different view.
Getting to Gloom Hollow would be more difficult. Mordholt docks is the only place on Draventyr that's amenable to ships easily docking. You would have to scramble up some cliffs to get to Gloom Hollow directly, but you can do it.
Can we go to Mordholt but scout it out from a distance first and just check the consortium aren't hanging around?
Yeah, so
if the consortium are there, I think we would Edge would suggest we pivot and dock offshore.
It looks, as you're approaching, it looks reasonably deserted. It's not kind of a big center of commerce or massive amounts of trade. It looks kind of spooky, to be honest. There's no clear signs of consortium or Blue Tongue or free companies that you can see.
Is this the docks?
Yeah.
Okay.
Have we all had a long rest at this point?
Let's see. How far was that? You can have a long rest. If you no, yeah, you can have a long rest, and it'll be sort of dark, but early hours of the morning when you arrive.
Aether, I don't know if Aether actually has a dedicated room, but he would have basically found a nook or a room unoccupied, preferably as far away from the soap as possible.
A
And
question:
is
in your room, do you have a bed, or you just climb back in your box?
we don't really know where Aether was. I imagine it was more of like a compartment that was hidden, almost like when Dracula was transported across the ocean, right?
Okay.
So,
So,
sorry, go
what's
on.
our goal in Draven Tier? Are we think this is where the map has been leading us, right? That's why we're here. So, do we want to be, when we get here, do we want to be looking for clues for anything on the map? Or is that WhatsApp talk between sessions, do you think?
I think that's a good call.
Because I think the first thing is asking people about a big tree. So there's a big
Yeah.
tree on the one
Yeah.
map.
Okay.
Edge is very keen on the big tree line of discussion. Sorry, question. Would the people who came back from the place you were, the island you were on, have told Edge about the old all trades?
I don't
How much was
know.
that an overwhelming thing, or would it just have been lost in the conversation that might come up later, sort of? Was anyone so possessed of it they'd be like, well, you can't believe what we just saw?
Iggy would be boasting about killing all the cultists, but
Cool.
other than that, he didn't really pay attention to the other old trades.
I guess is Aether
Okay.
sharing where he got his hat?
Aether's got a cool hat, but to be honest, Edge has only just met Aether, so he might just had that hat to begin with. So there's no reason why they've been questioning the cool hat.
Sounds like something
Ignore
Booque
that.
would probably be interested in as a original member of previous Jack's crew. Potentially.
And old Buttons, if you're spending time on the ship, old Buttons would certainly see the hat, Aether, and go, ah, where did you
Ooh.
find that, Sonny Jim?
I found it on a very similar ship to our own. Do you recognise it?
Oh, you're telling me? Oh, that's a fine fancy hat. That's Jack's hat. That's Jack's hat. I've not seen it for a long time. Well, I haven't seen it in person, but I've only ever seen pictures of it. But, oh, that's Jack of long ago. I believe it was. It was before Jack Mandrake that hat went missing. Old hat.
So it must be pretty valuable, you would say.
Well, I mean, for the right circles, yeah. I mean, I guess if there's people who've lived long enough, they might see that hat and be a little upset to see you. But, I mean, that's Jack.
Can you tell which Jack it was, Button?
Oh, well, there was a time when it was passed down, and Jack Mandrake didn't have a hat, so let me see who would have been.
I've only seen the Jacks before Mandrake, actually. Now I think of it from your book.
Before Waveharp, it was before Windchill. Who would it have been? Could it have been? I believe it might have been Jack Hawkwing.
Jack Hawkwing.
Was he
What can you tell me about Jack Hawkwing?
good Jack? Yeah.
Well, and he flips back through the Book of Jacks. Let's see what they said about old Jack Hawkwing. Oh dear. Jack Hawkwing always had a grudge. People always had a grudge against him.
Aether slowly takes the hat off.
Do you want to get rid of the hat?
You should give it to Button.
Maybe we should
No.
put the hat somewhere, just in case we need to put it on somebody who's not in the crew.
It
Jill's
smells
goal.
like the hat smells like adventure and trouble.
Is Aether prepared to give up the hat?
No, I think Aether is seeking adventure. He'll keep it for now.
Can we decide before you put it on, though?
Does it? Well, I mean, it's not just going to carry it around. Does it have like a like a drawstring underneath it, like a cowboy hat? They can just have it around his neck.
It does have a handy so that it doesn't blow off in the wind. It does have a string.
So he'll put it behind like on the back of his neck, shoulders, like behind him. So it won't be on his head. It will be like that.
I thought you were a mage. That's not as subtle as I was hoping for.
Oh, hang on. Let me say, I'll cast Mage Hand to carry it 10 foot behind me the whole time.
Okay, I think that works.
There we go. It would look like it's following me.
So as you approach Mordholt Docks with your plan to kind of ask around and look for clues, you are greeted. I will put you on the map. Help if I was there too. And you kind of cross over from the dock on the north side.
And triplets.
You see someone standing on the other side of this bridge waiting for you. And she says, oh, well. I've been expecting you. The old trades. You have gone through a little bit of a remodel, but there's no mistaking the waves that are made in the sea by Captain Jacques. My name is Isabella. I'm the Baroness here. Please, won't you come into my humble little town? And she smiles with...
Did not.
I was going to say, I'm assuming that was a mistake.
Yeah, mistake.
And she smiles, and as she
immediately spray her with poison.
As she smiles, you can see two fangs.
Yeah, I was to say, I'm pretty sure they're vampires. They're pale and like red eyes. Kind of AI's made them really attractive, so they're probably vampires.
I welcome you to the Mordholt Docks of Preventir. And that's where we're going to call it for the night.
Ball.
Awesome.
Nice.
So we are possibly getting closer and closer to where you think the map leads.
Nicely put. It's still possible that we've started out where the map was, and we've just been going on a merry sail round.
With Rick, it could be wherever we end up is where the map's pointing us.
The map was in your pocket the whole time. And yeah,
That's fun.
So yeah, there's quite a lot of lore and background there. There's some lore and background I don't think that was realised was lore and background, which is always fun for me. But yeah, we will see.
Are vampires inherently, like in a movie you watch in our world, a vampire's a bad thing? Are vampires bad here, or can you be a mate with a vampire? Like we're friends with Saber Ray.
Saber Ray's a vampire. and
Yeah.
she seems on the up and up. There's
So vampires aren't inherently bad.
you've certainly
Bad people can be vampires.
yeah. I mean, the famous ones tend to be quite bad. But you've
like the big baddie Vilk. He was.
Just think of a Vilk. Yeah.
Yeah.
Although he was a bit
I wonder if he's around
like
somewhere.
an enemy of my enemy is my friend sort of thing.
I mean,
Didn't we make a pact with a Vilk?
They have not
Back in the day.
So Isabella has not been in any way overtly hostile to you as she's greeting you. She seems quite welcoming.
But they never are, right? We got led into that tower of the thing to be assaulted by what's his name. Like, you just can't trust any of these random people.
Yeah, well, she mentioned that this is her town, so either she actually rules here or she's a criminal underlord who's ruling from the shadows, is the
Yeah.
kind of vibe I'm getting. It's either that
So she's
or...
definitely the one we're going to have to either kill or befriend. But
Or we just say
Why not
hi,
both?
we're going exploring Draventyr and leave the city.
I suppose we've got nothing to offer her, right? Fine. We'd need Saber Ray back.
I mean, a ready dispensable crate of soap.
Ooh, we could be just trading soap. We're soap traders now. Yeah,
Right,
boys.
see you later. Thank you.
So, I didn't
Yeah,
realise Booque had sculpt spells. Is that new? It didn't used to be evocation, did it?
I've not tinkered with Booque's character sheet.
No, I only saw it on the wizards level up because I'm trying to figure out how I can swap out spells.
Yeah, it looks like it's a 24 rule, not a 2014 rule.
Yeah, because that was only sorcerers before. That's interesting. That'll be helpful with a great big fireball. I want Mordecai's private sanctum, but I don't know if I can ever swap out spells. Looking at it.
It's been many a year since I played a wizard. I don't think I've ever got, I don't think I've ever kept one alive to level 7.
Yeah, so the wizards, you have a list of known spells and a list of active spells.
Mm-hmm.
You can swap between them on a long rest.
Memorize them from your spell book, don't you?
Yeah.
I can swap the prepared spells, and I've got 11 prepared spells. But the known spells, I don't. It doesn't look like you can ever actually swap the known ones.
No, you just gain more known spells from just like buying them at a shop or finding a spell book somewhere. So you'd have to go looking for the spells rather than
on level up.
you just magically just know a new spell. There's gonna be a reason for you to have a new spell.
Right.
Because you're building your spell book as you explore and adventure.
But on certain level ups, you get to know new spells.
Yeah.
Right.
So
Right.
I would recommend, because the list of stuff is quite long, and the list of things you have is quite long, but also there's a new player to bring into things as well. So it's worth taking time to have a look through everything in the loot section of the journal to see what you've picked up. And it's also got the details of the new stuff that you have as well. So the Cauldron of Rebirth and the K'ath armor. I've also put all of the notes and handouts and things in the notes and messages. And I think you have the map pieces in there as well. So you should have plenty to be...
You try to say that we have missed something or forgotten something?
Yeah. All the time. like multiple things. But that's totally fine because that's the direction that is important to the characters. But also, there are directions you could take some of these things that I have not thought of as well. So I'm not here to solve your problems. I'm here to solve your solutions.
That's something Jim would. Jim doesn't know he can breathe underwater yet, does he? Jim's got the cap of water breathing on him, on his person. I'm just wondering whether he would have left it for Booque, or whether that would have been a bit of a slap in the face after the tub incident. He probably wouldn't have.
The Raven thing. Are ravens, how real a commodity is that? Would we have had more ravens on the ship that we could have sent places? Do you have to go to somewhere that has ravens? How does that work?
This seems like a situation that's been specifically set up by Saber Ray to communicate directly with you, and so it's a back.
So a raven arrived, and they'd be like, "Oh, there's a raven. That's unusual." And the raven goes off and does its thing, but we shouldn't assume we can just use ravens unless we find some ravens.
I mean, this one has been, because it's been back and forth with Saber, and like you can channel this to kind of like get this to Barbara Yaga. That would work if you are sending messages around generally. Towns and things would have their own ways of communicating.
There'll be a post office or something.
Ships.
Right, okay,
Yeah.
fine.
Is there a postal system?
Yeah. Now, how friendly that postal system is to you will depend on how aligned they are with the free companies or the consortium.
That doesn't sound like a postal system. You can't be an aligned postal system. What if the Royal Mail was like, well, I'm not delivering to you? Jeepers.
Sorry.
I mean, they do like they're
Very
like that.
nerve of it. Sorry, I'm being very British.
This has not been set up as this is a largely lawless pirate world, but there has to be some order. We are having the Royal Mail.
I feel like
postal
this
system is a neutral
Quacks
faction
sort of thing, right? I think we need someone to come in and Moist von Lipwig
All right,
style.
what we need to
take
do
over these things.
is
let's
when
take
we
a
do
brief
campaign.
8 to 10 weeks out to build a postal service with him.
Yeah, but we need to do it in the past. So next time we're in
Oh,
the
yeah.
campaign that's in the past, we set up a postal system. So when we come to the future, we can then use it.
Would Rick be prepared to accept the idea that we're going to do that later? And then we have to live through a really boring, tedious postal system creation campaign.
You know what? If you want to have a side campaign where you establish a postal system, you'd better believe I will run that for you, and you will regret it.
Okay, cool.
If you think that the faction politics is tedious in this one, just try and
with the right
set up
spreadsheets, it's not tedious
just
at
try
all.
and set up a continent-wide institution.
We're not gonna lie, it
Like-
does sound